Hi everyone, good evening. Akash from Resolution. So, welcome everyone to this platform webinar. And today we have Jason, student from Dhaka Medical College. Today it will be a interesting session where we will give us a brief on what is vitamin B. I hand over the session over to the continuation of the process.
Happy evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jason from Dhaka Medical College. It's been a week since I met for this series of vitamins, and today it's vitamin B3 and B5. First of all, let me start with B3, that is vitamin B3. B3 has got a huge number of names like preventing factor, anti-factor, proteinic acid, and vitamin G. It was named after Mr. That vitamin B3 sometimes also got for his honor. That is after the gold there, it was called as vitamin B. It was also called as vitamin D. Vitamin D. It was also called as nicotinamide. Niacinamide or nicotinamide. Chemistry of this vitamin B3, that is niacin. The chemistry of sources. Generally, this sources of vitamin B3 are abundant in yeast. This is the most abundant. The salmon, red meat, poultry, vegetables and fruits. Vegetables and fruits. Nicotinic acid is quite poor. Grains, pulses, and goats amount of vitamin B3. It contains very little or no niacin. It's also produces a good telegram preventing foods because of their high content of cholesterol. I'll talk about the sources once in a later, but niacin is also other foods like protein and almonds, I guess in the avocado, potato, and the leafy vegetables too. So I mentioned about the poor sources of the vitamin B3, niacin, fruits and vegetables and corn are poor sources. But zinc, something called as ZEIN. Yeah, zinc is the major protein present in the corn. But zinc is very low in tryptophan. It is also called as low vitamin niacin. What will this zinc absorb? That is the metabolic part of this vitamin. The RDA for this niacin goes like it just follows 20 milligram per day. Requirement increases during pregnancy and lactation, where somewhere around 25 milligram per day is required in case of this pregnancy and lactation. 6.6 milligram of niacin is required for every 1,000 kilocalorie of energy that is being produced in the absorption, and the storage part. It is being absorbed in the small intestine, and it occurs by something like immediate facilitated diffusion. Something like someone is carrying this very proteins, transfer them across the cell membranes and the layer of the cell. And this nicotinic acid and this getting transferred transported into the plasma in the free solution and each is updated with most of the tissues by diffusion. Some diseases like the erythrocytes, to be more the red blood cells, people tissue and the body tissue, separate transport of nicotinic acid. This mechanism is refined in the tissues converted into their coenzyme forms. Actually, these NAD and NADPH, also called as nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide and nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, uh, is the coenzyme form of this. This vitamin B3. Now, moving on to the functions of, where does it get stored? Here to that, where does this vitamin B3 get stored? It's not stored in significant amounts in tissues, and in tissues it really gets converted into the coenzyme forms. There is this nicotinamide dinucleotide and nicotinamide dinucleotide phosphate form. Into their functions or something called as the biochemical functions. This, first of all, let me talk about niacin. This niacin is required by all the cells and it plays a vital role in the release of energy from all the energy yielding nutrients, maybe the carbohydrates, fat, protein, and the alcohol. Also, this niacin is needed for synthesis of protein, fat, and something like the sugars, the 5 carbon sugars to be more precise. That's why we do the biochemistry there, which is required for the formation of this DNA and the RNA. The 5 carbon sugars are also called as they help for the formation of this purines and the pyrimidines. They are vital for the of this DNA and RNA, the deoxyribonucleic acid and the ribonucleic acid. The nicotinic acid adenine dinucleotide and the nicotinic acid adenine dinucleotide phosphate generally called as the electron of the cells. This nicotinamide dinucleotide is primarily involved in the catabolic reactions, whereas this nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate functions mainly in anabolic reactions. They are coincides for more than nearly number of 200 reactions that are occurring in the enzymatic reactions that are occurring in the body. So, what are the conditions they cause due to the deficiency of this vitamin, this vitamin B3? Generally, this deficiency leads to something called as a clinical condition named as pellagra. This pellagra is commonly referred as a disease of three Ds. Generally, three conditions will be seen: something with the dermatitis, dementia, and diarrhea, which in turn finally leads to death. That's also called as 4D. On the other hand, something called as Castle's necklace is also seen. First of all, what is Castle's necklace? Castle's necklace is nothing but the pigmentation around the neck, where there will be a dark ring-like structure, ring-like appearance could be seen in the neck, seen around the neck. What is this dermatitis? Dermatitis is also erythema. Erythema in the sense, erythema is a skin exposed to sunlight, generally in feet, ankle, neck, and fingers. Increased pigmentation could be seen in these regions. On the other hand, generally diarrhea is mainly due to the injury or the inflammation of the mucous membrane, that is the innermost layer of the digestive tract, also called as the gastrointestinal tract. This diarrhea may be often containing blood and mucus. Mucus could also be seen in this diarrhea, where prolonged diarrhea leads to weight loss. On the other hand, what's dementia? It's something like the neurological symptoms like depression, delirium, irritability would be seen, and in case of severe condition, memory loss because it is very frequent and this pellagra is common among this maize eaters because in maize niacin is present in bound form and unavailable for absorption. Also, this tryptophan it is very low in maize proteins. As I mentioned, that the zein protein that is there in the maize, and nutrient content is high, whereas which decreases the synthesis of tryptophan. Now, what is the role of this tryptophan in case of this vitamin B3? Here, 1 milligram equivalent of niacin can be generated from 60 milligram tryptophan. So, when generally there is tryptophan availability is quite high in the body, then niacin deficiency could be taken over by this tryptophan content as the equivalence is there. Now, in the slide, you could formulate. I mean, this you could see this Maslow's necklace, where this is the condition of prolonged niacin deficiency. In the next slide, you could see after giving a high dosage of medication, after the treatment of this disease, giving a huge dose of medication as prescribed by the doctor, you could see the vast difference in between the two slides, right? As the erythema has got vanished. Treatment is nothing but huge amount of niacin is given according to the prescription of the doctor in terms of the condition that is being diagnosed, whether the initial stages start with the dementia and the dermatitis and the diarrhea, and the chronic condition leads to dementia. On the other hand, this nicotine amine dinucleotide is also required for the repair of the ultraviolet light damage or damaged DNA in the areas of exposed skin. Something like when there is a huge amount of niacin is given, generally what happens, the damaged DNAs get cured due to the repair of this. The I mean, the niacin plays a key role in the formation of this 5-carbon ring-like structure forming the DNA. So, moving on to symptoms that could be seen, clinical features something like the loss and increased TT, diarrhea, and the mental changes could be seen in the initial stages for the diagnosis of this vitamin B3. Now, how could it be prevented? That can be prevented by something like replacing and this dietary sorghum with other cereals. On the other hand, consuming sorghum with good quality proteins would be a better option. On the other hand, fortifying bread with niacin and distribution of these niacin tablets are being done by the public health in and around the local villages, which helps in promoting the niacin, promoting the niacin high diet in case of this, and government plays a government has done many things in order to eradicate this vitamin deficiencies. They have given even in many of the government hospitals and even in the public distribution centers, multivitamin tablets are being provided. On the other hand, adding groundnut to the diet, something like having chickpea or the groundnuts can improve the niacin deficiency. I mean, and eradicate pellagra. Let's move on to something called as MP5, also called as the pantothenic acid. Uh, Here to moving to vitamin B5, I would like to add up more on this treatment part of this vitamin B. Yeah, in case of this moderately severe cases, nicotinic acid and or nicotinic amide given in somewhere around 100 to 300 milligram per day orally. In case of mental symptoms that are being diagnosed, which could be responded within must be responded within 24 to 48 hours, and the conditions require somewhere around 3 to 4 weeks of therapy. Cases of pellagra require something like the riboflavin and the pyridoxine, particularly for the neurological manifestations, that is the dementia thing. And oral therapy is generally satisfactory in all cases, except those with severe diarrhea require the there's something called as probiotics and prebiotics, which is by your doctor. That to rebuild the intestinal flora of the so-called intestinal bacteria. So moving on to pantothenic acid, that is vitamin B5, is a part of coenzyme A which plays a key role in energy metabolism. The also required for the breakdown of the carbohydrates and fat and even alcohol, unlike the vitamin B. It has got something like anthonic acid and beta alanine held together by something called as an amide bond, quite deep into the thing. Now, moving on to the sources, widely distributed, so widely distributed in nature, where generally anthonic acid maintain aim in the sense it is everywhere. It is widely distributed in nature, and it was commonly known as anti-dermatitis factor. Its metabolic role, something like it has got an activity of a coenzyme. On the other hand, it was discovered by now going to the sources. It's widely distributed. As it is widely distributed in nature, it is has got the content in liver, meat, whole grain, the whole cereals, beans. It's also synthesized by the bacteria intestine. 10 milligram per day is generally is adults chemistry part. Definitely what happens. So I like the vitamin lipid and the amino acids. I don't know this is quite deep, but the acid carrier protein that is also part of the that is being formed from the photo and this acid carrier protein is compound of fatty acids in these complex and is involved in synthesis of this fatty acid. Now, towards the deficiency of pantothenic acid is quite rare because widely distributed in most of the food. Generally, what we do is something that is very closely connected. Section is towards this going through the center. So, being prisoners of war has been described pantothenic acid deficiency. The functions of this pantothenic acid. Pantothenic acid for this required for the required for function. As I mentioned, function. It is also making of steroid hormone. Vitamin also in this non-terminal concepts of fatty acids can determine the location, the function. And in turn, it is essential for the lengthening metabolism. On the other hand, this vitamin B5 is also essential for acetylcholine, which is very important for transmission. These are supplements are chemical that create reactions to occur. The sheet on the five of the critical last side. So then, if you can also dosage of I will ask and someone asked me to mention the diet resources even after this session. Yeah, for that person, I'd like to mention both the resources once again. The vitamin B3, the wheat, rice, peanuts, soy, lentil, chicken breast, beef, turkey, green tuna, salmon, or the sources of vitamin B3. Vitamin B3 is stable when it can be taken. On the other hand, it is vitamin B5, particularly the normal sources like the beef, chicken, salmon, and the veg sources include mushrooms, avocados, broccolis, potatoes, spinach, sunflower seeds, sweet potatoes. Yeah, thank you. Now you can put up your doubts. As I guess one of the participant session has mentioned, yes, no doubts, no more doubt. Yeah, thank you. See you in the session. So, thank you.
I think there's no doubt from audience. So thank you, Jessica, for your wonderful session. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So let's meet tomorrow morning the same by 11 a.m. with another one session. With that, good night. Thank you.
You are currently the only person in this conference.